The microphone was supposed to be off. That's what she thought. I was standing near the cotton candy stall when her voice poured through the fairground speakers. Soft, intimate, careless. Room 214 tonight, don't be late. 200 people froze. Children holding balloons. Vendors mid-sentence. A violinist lowering his bow. Her whisper echoed across metal rides and cheap plastic flags. I watched her face drain of color as she realized. The mic clipped to her silk. Blouse was still live from her volunteer announcement. She didn't see me. She was too busy scanning the crowd for him. The lover, the man who would meet her in room 214 while I tucked myself into the illusion of marriage. Our eyes met for half a second. She smiled. A reflex, polished, practiced. The crowd began murmuring. Someone laughed. I didn't move. I didn't blink. I simply memorized the number. 214. That was the moment my marriage ended. Not with shouting, not with tears, with a whisper. She came home glowing that night. Too glowing. Her perfume clung to her like guilt. I asked how the fair went. Wonderful, she said, slipping off her heels. You should have come. I almost laughed. Room 214 was at the old Grand Regent Hotel. I knew because I had helped fund its renovation 3 years ago. I did not confront her. I poured wine. I watched. She checked her phone 3 times during dinner, smiled at nothing, excused herself to shower longer than usual. The lie wasn't just the affair. It was the ease, the choreography, the fact that she assumed I would never look past the surface. That night, while she slept, I opened our shared cloud account. Photos. Deleted messages restored. A contact saved under a woman's name. But the reflection in one image told the truth. A man's wrist, a gold watch, room wallpaper patterned in burgundy vines. Room 214. My pulse didn't spike. It slowed. Shock is loud. Realization is quiet. I did not wake her. I did not ask questions. Instead, I began calculating. Because betrayal isn't emotional. It's mathematical. And she had miscalculated me. I spent the next 3 weeks playing the role of devoted husband. Breakfast together, light touches. Routine affection. Meanwhile, I requested hotel security footage through a corporate audit pretext. Ownership has privileges. There she was, laughing in the lobby, touching his arm, leaning in like she once leaned toward me. The timestamps aligned perfectly with her yoga classes. I traced his name through financial transfers. A consultant. Married. Careless. I booked room 214 myself the following Thursday, under her lover's name. Paid in cash. I invited sponsors to a private appreciation dinner at the hotel that same night. 200 attendees, community leaders, investors, friends. She agreed to attend without hesitation. Of course she did. Room 214 became a stage. I installed a small speaker behind the decorative vent, connected to the ballroom's audio system. Subtle, legal, irrefutable. At 9:17 p.m., she excused herself from the dinner. I watched her walk toward the elevators. He followed 3 minutes later. Predictable. I waited exactly 11 minutes. Then I signaled the technician. The ballroom fell silent as her voice filled the air again. Breathless, intimate, unmistakable. Laughter. A promise. My name mentioned only once. Don't worry. He's clueless. 200 guests heard every word. This time there was no confusion. Only clarity. I stood by the podium, expression unchanged. When she returned to the ballroom and saw the faces, she understood. Her world collapsed in slow motion. I didn't look at her. I simply thanked our guests for attending and ended the evening. Divorce papers were ready within 48 hours. Ironclad. Prenuptial clauses she once skimmed over without reading. Infidelity voided everything. Assets protected. Accounts separated. She came to my office trembling. You set me up, she whispered. No, I replied calmly. You walked into the room, she cried. Apologized. Blamed loneliness. Blamed me. Blamed stress. I slid the evidence folder across the desk. Photos. Footage stills. Financial timelines. Her signature on the prenup highlighted. She stopped speaking. Silence is the moment truth lands. You humiliated me, she said finally. I held her gaze. You did that yourself. She left without slamming the door. Even in ruin, she wanted dignity. But dignity requires loyalty. She had none. Months passed. The divorce finalized. Her lover vanished once consequences appeared. Predictable. I sold the house she adored, moved to Switzerland, a villa overlooking a lake so still it felt artificial, stone terraces, floor-to-ceiling glass, silence. I remarried quietly, a younger woman, not naive, not greedy, just kind. The irony wasn't lost on me. Meanwhile, my ex-wife took a custodial job at a corporate facility after her reputation dissolved. People remember scandals, especially public ones. Then came the phone call. My daughter-in-law, sharp voice, mocking. "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes." I smiled at the lake outside my window. "Enjoy," I said, and ended the call. Later that evening, I posted photos of the villa. Subtle, no captions, just light reflecting on marble floors. My phone rang 71 times. From her, from relatives, from people who once watched her whisper into a live microphone. I didn't answer. Not once. Revenge is not shouting. It is indifference. Sometimes I think about that fairground, the smell of sugar, the way her voice trembled through the speakers. Room 214 wasn't just a hotel suite. It was a door. She walked through it, believing I would remain where she left me, waiting, blind. Instead, I built something colder, cleaner, stronger. People assume revenge requires anger. It doesn't. It requires patience, precision, and the willingness to let someone destroy themselves while you simply hold the mirror. I don't hate her. Hate is attachment. I feel nothing. When the snow falls over my Swiss terrace and the lake turns silver, I sometimes replay her whisper in my mind. Not with pain, with gratitude, because that whisper freed me, and she will spend the rest of her life hearing it echo while I enjoy the silence.